Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And I hope that you're able to hear me. And, I've been trying to go live for the last hour, y'all. The enemy is defeated and God is exalted. So I hope you are able to hear me okay this morning. I really try from every device, right? Every device. And I have a few devices over here, but I hope that your Friday has been fabulous so far, and that you're getting everything that you desire today. I wanted to come live um, because it really wasn't working, and I was getting ready to record this, but I was like, let me give it one more chance. And so I wanted to come live today because this is a special day today, a day that, I remember every single year, not only the release of my new book, Joy Comes in the Morning, but this day was intentional. This day was a day that I wanted to push for to make sure that it was released. The sun came up this morning, but it feels a little different because today I am honoring my son, Anthony Freeman, PFC Anthony Freeman, who went home to be with the Lord 7 years ago today, and celebrating the release of my new book, Joy Comes in the Morning. And with this book, I'm honoring his legacy and honoring and dedicating this to my daughters, DeAndrea and Ayana. So the link officially went live today at 7 a.m. Well, it went live everywhere but Facebook. So about 7:45 ish, it went live on Facebook, and so it has been amazing journey these last few weeks. And again, I just want to come live here, not just to announce the book, but to kind of share my heart behind it as well. And I know I've been kind of posting and sharing certain things along the way, but I wanted to for you to hear it live from my lips today. Amen. To let you know, y'all, that this is more than just pages. Sometimes, this for me is not a vanity project. It's not anything. It's more than just pages. It's purpose for me. And it was a way that I could honor not only my son, but every one of you who have lost someone in your life, someone significant in your life, to death or otherwise, that I could do this in honor and legacy of my son Anthony today. So before I say anything else, again, I just want to take a moment to honor everybody who we have lost. For me, that's my son Anthony. For you, it might be your mom, it might be your dad, it might be a child, a friend, or some kind of season that you had, right? So we just thank God today that their lives touched ours, and then we have strength to just keep going, strength to keep going. Yeah. So, a few people have asked me, why did you write this book? And I'll just kind of surface level it right now because I got some other stuff planned to go a little bit deeper into what I need. But the truth is, I wrote this book because I needed it first. So I don't know if you've ever done something or been somewhere where you needed something. And so when you poured it out, you realized that you needed it yourself. So I needed it myself. And so I began to write it. This was back in 2023. So after all of the losses that I've endured, I've lost my mom, my dad, my son, and my marriage, things like that. I knew what it felt like to smile on the outside and break on the inside. And I know that it's a lot of you that know that feeling and probably maybe going through it right now. You look for the words, but you could not find the words. So I'm just wanted to not only pour into you all, but as I wrote this, it poured into me as well. It poured into me as well. And so I just love to encourage other people because through my work in it of encouraging other people through grief and being a grief coach, a Christian counselor, is that it also encourages me too. And sometimes that the very things that I think I need somebody else to do for me or say to me, I end up saying it, and it blesses me as well, right? So joy comes in the morning, 28-day devotional for women who grieve. Each day is short. It's kind of short on purpose, because again, this is not just pages, it's purpose. And so today, being the seventh year that my son went on to glory, because grief takes energy, it takes a piece of you away, right? And so every entry that I wrote in this book is to center your heart, is to center our hearts, words of encouragement, prayer sections of being anchored in the truth. And so it's not about rushing your healing, right? It's about reminding you that healing is still possible. I wake up in the morning and I look at myself and I said, Self, you're still here, right? Healing is still possible. And I know for a fact, if God did it for me, he will do it for you as well. And so the significance of today, the exact date that my son Anthony passed away, every year I feel the emptiness try to come back. I don't know y'all if y'all, because we kind of do this on anniversaries and things like that, right? So every year that emptiness tries to come back, right? But this year, and years past, I've never past maybe the second year, I never necessarily felt that heaviness, but I felt it trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? But this year I chose to do something different. Every year I choose to do something different, right? Not just be alone or sit in my house and just kind of reminisce. I do that too, but every year, but this year I wanted to do something different and to turn that pain into purpose. Now, I've been doing certain things along the years to turn the pain into purpose, but today it was the release of Joy Comes in the Morning. So I chose this book launch today so his light would keep shining, so that the legacy that he left, a bright smile, light up the room, everybody's friend, you know what I'm saying, trying to help everybody that he met. So even though he's not physically here, his life would still point hope to other people. And so one of Anthony's favorite scriptures, I know this, I'm gonna tell you why. Those Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. To trust in the Lord with all of your heart, lean not to your own understanding, in all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. And that's what this book represents to me. Trusting God when life doesn't make sense. So this is dedicated also to my daughters, DeAndrea and Ayana. And so, girls, if you catch this on the replay, I know y'all working, but these girls have watched me, right, walk through pain with faith and find purpose in every tear that I shed. And so I pray that this book reminds them and reminds you as well, everybody who's listening, that God can turn mourning into morning. Y'all know what I'm saying? He can turn mourning, like sadness, into morning. And so he'll do the same thing for us, you know, in whatever we face. And that's my, testimony. That's my heart. That's my faith walk. And I know that God will continue to give us strength, right? So our strength that we keep, it sometimes from God. It comes from God, but sometimes the people in our life, it gives us strength. So my girls, Dee and Ayana, okay, their strength and their love keep me going too. So I want y'all to get this book, grab it at princessmillens.com, or go to the link in this post, or go to my other post that I posted this morning with the link in there, or just go to princessmillings.com. Amen. You don't have to rush through this devotional, but I want you to get your pre-order today, because pre-orders will include free shipping, and the first 25, I think I said the first 25, you're going to get something special. All right. So, I want to invite you to get your copy. Get your copy for somebody else who needs it as well. Multiple copies. If you have a book club, get 5 copies for everybody who that y'all can study together, that you can walk this thing out together. And that's what it's all about, y'all. It's not about suffering in silence. It's not about trying to do everything on your own. It's about building community so that we can all get on that other side of through, like I always say. So that's all I really wanted to say. I don't, it took me an hour to get online. But if this message is resonating with you today, I want you to go ahead and grab your copy now. This link is live right now. Pre-orders will go on, a couple of days, or whenever the Lord say stay stop. It's not going to be that long, of course, but you can click the link in this post. Order one for yourself. Go ahead and order for one for somebody else that is grieving. We don't have to suffer in silence. Like I said, we can heal together. And I want you to also mark your calendars for a virtual book launch that we're going to do. So this is the launch that I'm doing. We're going to get our pre-orders, and then we come back virtually together. There will be a virtual book launch event. So I'm not having an in-person event. It's going to be a virtual event, and I don't want you to miss it because it's going to be a great time, testimonies, and things like that. So, I just thank you so much in advance for rocking and sticking and staying with me. And, I pray that God breathes on this book and it be all that you need it to be as well. And so I don't know. I can't see any comments, y'all. So if you're doing some comments, if you're watching this by replay, go ahead and drop the link, the hashtag replay. And so I just wanted to come on and say what a special day this was today, that this is not just a book launch. This is the day that my son transitioned to glory. And this year, we're going to do something different. And as I release this book, that is in honor of him and dedication to my 2 girls, Deandra and Ayana. So I'll come back later on today, because I know some people, you're trying to get settled, you in the work and all that kind of stuff. I'll come back later today and tell you a little bit more, maybe about why and how I wrote this book. Okay. All right. So I love y'all with the love of the Lord. There's nothing that you can do about it. I'm going to see you on the other side of through. I'll see you later on today.